Hi everyone, this is William here from Beyond Infinity, and today I'm going to go over this question which comes from the selective sample test for 2022. It's a question in the thinking skills test sample that is available on the Department of Education of New South Wales website. And the question goes like this. A bird sanctuary has 4 parrots: Cliff, Echo, Muse, and Sky. Staff at the sanctuary are keeping track of the treats the parrots like to eat. They found that if a parrot eats apple, it also eats carrots. If a parrot eats carrots, it also eats melons. No parrots that eats carrots also eats peas. Based on the information above, which one of the following must be true? Now, as always, you could pause the video here, think about the question a bit yourself before continuing on with the video. Now, how do we solve this type of problems? Well, one of the best ways to solve this type of problems is by using a Venn diagram. So let's see what kind of Venn diagram we draw here. So firstly, we see here that it says that if parrots eat apples, it also eats carrots. So let's draw a circle in the Venn diagram, and that is for parrots that eat apples. All right, that's a bad A. There we go. All right, now it says here, if the parrot eats apple, it also eats carrots. That means that all of the parrots that eat apple also eat carrots. So the circle that encloses every bird that eats carrots would be here. It will enclose all of the apples because every parrot that eats apple also eats carrots. Okay. Now, if a parrot eats carrots, it also eats melons. So we can do the same thing, right? So that means that the circle that encloses birds that eat melons, it totally encloses carrots because every parrot that eats carrots also eats melons. Now, finally, no parrot that eats carrots also eats peas. So the pea circle would be somewhere here, right? There's nothing about whether a parrot which eat peas does or does not eat melon. So we'll assume that some of them does, and therefore there's an overlap. However, the key here is that because no parrot that eat carrots also eat peas, these 2 circles for the carrots and the peas must be separated. They're not overlapped. Okay. And then finally, I'll draw a square outside that represents birds that doesn't eat anything. Okay. All right. Now we have the Venn diagram drawn. We can look at each one. Let's look at A. If Cliff eats peas, he also eats apples. Well, if Cliff eats peas, then he must be here in this circle somewhere. Well, there's no way that it's going to eat apple because there's no overlap between the 2. So A is not correct. If Echo does not eat peas, he does not eat carrots. Well, does not eat peas is anywhere that is outside of this P circle, which could be actually in here. Like if Echo's here, right, that's still satisfied. It doesn't eat peas, but it's actually eating carrots. So B is also not correct, right? If Muse eats peas, she does not eat apples. Well, if Muse is here, then there's no overlap with apples, and therefore we know for sure that if Muse eats peas, she does not eat apples. So C is correct. So we'll just check D. If Sky does not eat apples, she does not eat carrots. Well, obviously that's not right because she does not eat apple. That means she's outside of the apple circle, but she can still be within the carrot circle. Okay. So at the end, what we find is that indeed C is your only answer, and therefore your final answer is C.